When DK and his friends all stand in a row busting a move, you might be tempted to call it a Donkey Konga. However, I have it on good authority that a more appropriate term is Donkey Kong Country line dancing. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Double Dragon once again. Welcome to Donkey Kong Country 2 in probably an hour or so. And after that, we'll move on to Harry Potter for a little while. So, why don't we just go ahead and jump in? It's so weird, the start button gets you off the title screen in this game. Hello, Loose and Jelly, welcome to the stream. I love getting hit with a double whammy. The jokes that just refuse to end, huh? I don't know, I've ever done a triple pun at the start of a stream? I don't think I have. I might need to go for it. On the other hand, though, I don't know if I want to take the lid off of that Pandora's box. And then I'm gonna start trying to outdo myself with a quadruple pun, and then it never ends, and then it never ends, and then we just have a whole night. We'll have a night where the whole stream is just me sitting here making intro puns. And we'll never get to the game. I think Starlight Cleric would like that. I don't know about anyone else. Hello, Derek Ocean. Great to see you, Derek. Welcome to the stream. Starting a little early tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna try and start a little early most nights this week. I don't know how reliably that's going to happen, but I wanna try and get a jump on things. And also, it gives me an opportunity to revisit some of these games that are still haunting me, that I haven't been able to beat. Ooh, hey, Sparrow. Hey, thank you for the resub, Sparrow. Great to see you, and yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, my friend. 2 months. Where does the time go? I'm having a lot of trouble with the big guy this time. You have to run out of relevant puns at some point, won't you? Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I mean, I'm generating these puns myself. I may not be the first person to make the jokes that I'm making, but so far as I'm aware, I am. I don't look them up. They come from my brain. As sad and embarrassing as that may often be. Hello, hey to all. Welcome, mate. You got a point there. I really want to be able to travel overseas in April next year. Travel to somewhere in particular, or just any overseas trip will do? That's only 8 months away. I mean, 8 months. 8 months is like the blink of an eye. It's the blink of an eye, and it's an eternity. Like, it's very weird. It's like my first stream was on February 25th, I believe. So that's like, what, 5 months ago? March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 5 months ago. And I still feel like I'm brand new to streaming, and I also feel like I've been streaming my whole life. I almost got done with Dishonored on PS3. That's such a good game. Right on. Everyone's got to get vaxxed in my country immediately. Thanks. Wanting to visit Hungary. Yeah, since I've never been anywhere in Europe. All of my overseas travel has been to Asia. It would be nice. I mean, I lived in Europe as a baby, but I mean, I don't remember any of that, so I don't count it. You never been out of the USA? I mean, a lot of people don't do international travel. I don't know that I've ever had any particular aspirations for international travel. It's just kind of something that happened. I've kind of always wanted to go back to Italy since I have sort of a connection to Italy. It'd be nice to go at an age where I'm capable of forming memories. But like I lived in Thailand. I went there for a study abroad program. I was there for half a year. But that had never been my plan. I had actually been planning to do my study abroad in Mexico. But my girlfriend, she lived in Thailand when she was a kid, and so she wanted to go back to Thailand and use the study abroad as a mechanism for doing that. And I had been just sort of coincidentally been getting into like interest in like Thai culture and stuff, so I don't know, it just worked out really well to where it made sense to do that for my study abroad. And then I went to Korea for work after I graduated. And that was, I'm not exactly sure how that came about. I'd thought about doing the Peace Corps, but the joining wait list was really long, and I didn't want to wait around doing nothing. until they were able to accept me. So I found another program that got me position teaching in Korea, and so I took that instead. Um, oop. Sorry, I'm falling a little bit behind here. Oh no, I can't stand in one place either. I'm gonna run out of time. You don't have to get the shots there, but you're certain if you want to travel, you'll need the shots. Yeah, I think I think you're probably right. Um, Next year will be a big move for me, which I feel like will be like a whole new world. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's one of the things about the United States is like the idea that the United States is one big country is kind of an illusion. It's very, it's I don't know, it's very strange to me sometimes when I hear, especially like when I'm on Twitch and I'm watching streamers from other countries, and they'll talk about the U.S. and they'll talk about the United States like it's one homogenous country, like where we all have the same culture and same problems everywhere. And I guess I mean if you're learning about the U.S. from like the news and media, I get that it seems like that, but the United States is so gigantic that like it's like Europe. It's like several different countries that are all that are all kind of stapled together. And so there are places that are radically different from one another. Um Mexico and Thailand are very different places. Indeed, indeed. Um, the plan to go to Mexico was just because I was in an English focused major. My major's in writing and literature, so that's what my degree's in. Was writing focused, and a lot of the English um, faculty and students would go to Mexico for a specific summer program, and I just assumed that I would lump in with them and do that because it was a cheap and short program. Um, but then things didn't work out that way, and I think they worked out for the better because oh man, I loved Thailand, and you're able to go with someone special. It might have made it nicer. It's very very good that I wasn't there on my own. I used to live in Mississippi. I believe you said Thailand is one of your favorite places, so it's a win-win. Yes. Yeah, I always used to say, "Oh, and hello Master Tuesday. Thank you for the beans. We'll get a bean." I always used to say if I had infinite dollars, I would just go to live in Thailand. Like that's where I would retire to if I were retiring and to be an eccentric billionaire somewhere. I would go to Thailand, but that's not really true. Like I've given that as my stock answer for a long time, and like I really loved being there, but I couldn't live somewhere that hot all the time. um, Florida, I'm sure is very different from Illinois. I think so. I mean, I think it'll be similar in a lot of ways. I don't think that moving from Illinois to Florida it would be as radical as moving from like Illinois to New York, depending on where you're in Florida, I guess. But it's definitely going to be different. The U.S. is just 50 countries in a trench coat pretending to be a country. Exactly. Um, I've only been to Seattle, Washington. It was to meet someone special. History repeating itself. But this time it will work out, I keep telling myself. I mean that's the attitude you have to have, Sparrow. You know, when things go wrong, things are gonna go wrong. You always have to have the hope for the best sort of a mentality, right? I've been to Wisconsin but never lived there. A fellow writer. I mean, somewhat. I don't know. I kind of thought that I would use my degree for like technical writing, that like I'd have a job writing like instruction manuals for like toasters or something, but I never, or I get a job editing. Um, And I tried to crack into editing a couple times, but I mean, it's difficult if you don't live in the right parts of the world. You can telecommute, but like the interview process and that kind of stuff is it's a little tricky. Um, Having said that, the relationship lasted 3 years, so we gave it a good shot. All right. You tried at least. I met some people online. Tried long distance dating. It's rough. Yeah. I don't think anyone likes a long distance relationship. They're pretty tough. Here's the deal. It's all about food. That's the spice of life. You can settle wars with the right recipe. Thailand sounds like an amazing place to get old for that reason alone. I love Thai food. I'm not a super adventurous eater, so there's a lot of Thai food that scares me and that I won't eat. But the dishes that I love, the dishes that I like from Thailand, I love. All right, bean time. What do you place your bets? What do you think? We're definitely gonna get a buttered popcorn bean, right? I'm gonna draw with my other hand. I usually draw with my left hand. I'm gonna draw with my right hand. We did. We got this egg bean again. There are so many of them. Oh. No egg bean. Why? So looking again, they're not all egg. Look at all those colors. There's blue and orange. Ooh, I bet that one was an egg bean, right? There's blue and orange. There's this brown one. There's this spotted one that I never draw. There's green. But no, it's this one every time. Looking in here, it looks like there are 4 of this left, too. Not counting this one. There are 4 left. So it's going to happen a lot, I think. This must be their favorite bean. Or this one must be the cheapest one to produce because it's in there so much. Magnetism. All right, well, let's have it. That buttered popcorn bean that I had at the end of the stream last night was so bad that I'm almost hoping it's egg. Oh, oh, it's popcorn. Oh, oh, I hate the popcorn bean. Oh, it's rancid. Oh, the bad beans always make me cry. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, do not eat buttered popcorn flavored candy. It's a mistake 100% of the time. Oh, thank you for the pistachios, by the way, Sparrow. Let's see. Here's the deal. It's all about food. Oh, I read that. It's different this time regarding meeting someone from overseas. This time, by April, I've already committed to buying a house. For once, I won't be left with absolutely nothing if it all comes crashing down. That's good. That's good. I definitely don't want to hear that you're in a rough situation, my friend. Um, Everyone's mourning with me my terrible luck. Oh, Frownie, popcorn flavor can't be worse than egg, surely. I don't know. The egg, the popcorn is so disgusting. I used to, but it's grown on me. Can't say the same about licorice. You used to hate the popcorn bean, and now it's grown on you? Monstrous. I went to the movies tonight with my family and saw Jungle Cruise. It was good. I've seen the trailers for that. It looked all right. It could look kind of reminded me of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. It looked like it might be pretty good. Oh, I'm supposed to be jump kicking. You can tell I haven't played this in a while. I forgot about the jump kick. I'd say that. I say that, and I'm pretty sure I played it last week. I'm just that forgetful. Oh, speaking of forgetful, I always forget how terrible the music is on this level. One hit away from the grave. The movies are getting back to normal. Going to the movies is a thing again. Kettle corn. The popcorn flavor is really trying to grow on Frownie, but Frownie isn't having it. Never. There's been a few times I've wanted to shoot the breeze with you about that kind of stuff, to be honest, in private, just because I know you're a decent guy and have some integrity, but it's probably better we keep it more lighthearted and surface level in that department. Everyone can talk about relationships with advice and whatever, but it's probably something you got to work out for yourself, right? I mean, if you need my ear, Sparrow, you can send me a private message. I don't know that my advice is particularly valuable though on pretty much any topic. You know, as occasionally comes up on the stream, of course, I give my opinions on stuff. But keep in mind, they're just the opinions of one crazy man. If you're making major life decisions based on the advice of a crazy man playing retro games in his basement, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You might want to be careful. Hey Zinshan, welcome to the stream. Oh, thanks for looking out for me, helping me get strong. We'll do the super buff here in just a moment. Let me get wrapped back around to the carrots real quick. Alright, a little bit further so I don't accidentally go through the door. Okay, and let's see, can I get my camera switched over? I'm having so much trouble with the regular webcam. I think this one is just the way to do it from now on. All right. And what are we going to do? How about we do some curls? It's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult to do them in this chair. I'm thinking about, well, not just thinking about, I am going to rearrange my room and my streaming setup this week. It is going to happen. It's got to happen before Thursday if we're doing a Lego stream on Thursday. So when I do, I'll be able to scoot away from the camera to do the super buff a little bit more easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there we go. Move a little weight, get the blood flowing. The noodle arm club. Oh yes. So my plan for becoming a little less noodly is I've been trying to hit the gym. My plan is to make the gym 4 times a week, and I'm just doing some stationary bike, and I've got sort of a beginner's like basic push-pull routine with dumbbells. Push 2 days a week, pull 2 days a week. So that's the habit I'm trying to get in on. There is no leg day for me, not yet. I injured one of my legs really badly several years ago, and so I'm always really nervous about leg exercises. Even though like I'm fully healed and everything, I still like sometimes I get weird twinges. I tore a muscle in my leg is what I did, and it's fully healed, but you know I don't think anything is ever fully healed. I still get these weird feelings of it sometimes that make me very nervous, because that was one of the worst pains of my life. I guess I'm looking at it from the angle that you seem to be pretty happy retro games are not. Thank you, Sparrow. I think I'm generally a pretty happy dude. I think streaming, I think streaming, hopefully, I hope it brings out the best in me most of the time. So, like anyone else, I can be in a pretty foul mood sometimes, and I have my vices. So, but that's at least I hope, I hope I'm the best version of myself on stream. We had a mouse, and I checked when I was in the kitchen. I got him, but I always hated killing them. Yeah, I think I have a critter living in my attic currently, like a squirrel or something. I need to figure out how to convince the critters to move out of my attic, preferably in a non-lethal way. Life is short, do what you gotta do. So you see the part where you're saying 1, that's about as far as it gets for you. Noodle Arm Club. I'm excited for the new Lego Star Wars game, but who knows when it's coming out. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about that, Derek. Probably won't pick it up myself. I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy in the world. myself, and the Lego games, I'm just kind of burnt out on them. I played one of them. I played the Lord of the Rings Lego game, had some fun with it. I sampled a few of the other ones, but they don't really do it for me. 4 bloody times. I suppose I'm walking almost every day now. Twinges aren't good. I agree. I've always looked at it as life is short. Gone in 100% of things because, hey, that's life. Right on. You're at 228 pounds, down from 253. Wow. That is a dramatic change. Yes, I love it. I love it when the enemies blow each other up. It's one of the best things that can happen. No, I'm gonna blow myself up. No, get turned around. Okay, there we go. We're all different. That's a good thing. I say as long as you're not doing anything bad, do what makes you happy. Very good perspective, Derek. My dad was a very open person. He was never ashamed of who he was. Well, oh no. Oh no, I remember what it is that's so rough about this game. I've got the push blocks coming up. I was feeling really good because I was thinking, all right, we're making it through. I'm not losing any lives. We're gonna do good. And then I remembered it doesn't matter how many lives I lose because the push blocks. The push blocks are a cruel deity. They behave as they choose. And what they usually choose is heartache. Starlight Cleric, hey! Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the resub. 4 months. 4 months! I'm blown away. Thank you so much for the support, Cleric. Spicy resub inbound. How has it already been 4 months? I was talking about that earlier. I was actually talking about you earlier. I was just making a reference to your love of puns. But yeah, I was talking about how I've been streaming for 5 months. Almost exactly 5 months. And it feels both like I just started yesterday and somehow also like I've been doing it forever. Internet friends are a good thing too, yes. Oh, what's this? Of course. If you can't shake supportive palms for your internet friends making progress in their lives, what kind of internet friend are you? Internet friends are definitely real friends. I would hope so. I would hope so, because I spend an awful lot of time with my internet friends. Oops. I have no idea when to go. Just run for it. It's not gonna work. Oh, I lost 2 lives and I still have to pass it. Oh, I'm so mad. Why would you put a quarter eater like this in a game with no quarters? Oh, I'm so mad. They would put that nonsense in, and then they're not going to give me any extra lives or continues. What? What foul creatures these game designers are. I want to start streaming sometime, but I won't have a full-time stream a lot. I made a friend off of here. She added me, and we chat when we can. She's very nice. Right on. You gotta let your ancestors guide you. Thank you for the sage advice, Cleric. She might visit when you move to Florida. Right on. Hey, Mile Hyrule. Thank you very much for the pistachios. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's raise some spirits. Oh, no. Thank you for the magic bean, Derek. Oh, and the spicy pepper, all the edibles. Oh, this is the worst order to have them in, too. To have my pistachios first, now I have nothing to look forward to. Now it's just disgust followed by agony. At least we've eaten all the rotten eggs by now, surely, right? So I've already had one of that bean tonight, Cleric. It was the first bean I drew. It was popcorn instead of egg, but it looks like there are 4 rotten eggs left in here. There are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There are 24 beans in here. 4 of them are rotten egg. So there's a 1 in 6 chance of drawing a rotten egg. Before the last one I drew, there was a 1 in 5 chance of drawing a rotten egg, and I got rotten egg. Oh, thank goodness it's not rotten egg. It's another old familiar one. It's a Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. So all of them on this stream are going to be egg, right? Thank goodness. Celebrate, it's not egg. That's all that matters. The Stinky Socks, while unpleasant, isn't even that bad. Typically, so just like with the other egg, I couldn't win. With this egg, I wouldn't say egg. With this bean, I'm calling them eggs now. I've had so many. Now they're just all eggs. With the rotten egg bean, I can't win because the alternate flavor is so disgusting. With this one, I wouldn't say I can't lose, but neither Stinky Socks isn't as bad as egg or buttered popcorn. I'd rather eat Stinky Socks beans every time if it meant I never had to eat a buttered popcorn bean again. I got the sock bean. Yeah. It's manageable. I'm not happy about it, but I can live with it. At this point, only Pepperidge Farm remembers the last time Frownie ate a good bean. Alright, I'm gonna make just a little bit of progress so I finish up this bean, and then we'll have the spicy pepper. Oh no, I got stuck on the ladder. They did too. What were they thinking? I got stuck on it by accident. They were climbing it on purpose. It's true. Spicy pepper. Brand new spicy pepper. I actually ate the entire spicy pepper last night. This one is cut into slightly more reasonable pieces. Still big enough to cause me lots of discomfort, but they're not the massive chunks I was eating last night. Whoa. I heard the crunch. I heard the crunch on that one. I know it's hot. Woo. That one's spicy. It's so fresh. That's what it is. That's what, at least that's what I've been told, is that the fresher they are, the spicier they are. Yeah. I'm holding back hiccups at the moment. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're okay. Very nice. Oh. Oh, that's a burn. That's good. That's good. It's not like... It's okay. It didn't make me, like, see stars, but... This pepper has a good burn to it. It's right around... It's right around where I like the heat level of my food to be. That guy wasn't even stunned when he went over the edge. He was just distracted. There he goes. Nice. I feel pretty expert at the first part of this game now. It's only when I get to the push blocks that I have trouble anymore. There's gotta be a trick, like a perfect time to go running past the push blocks. And I imagine you can use the music as a cue, but... I mean, other than trying, like, to run on every individual beat of the music, I'm not really sure how to brute force the solution there. But I know that speedrunners have to have some mechanism for reliably getting past the push blocks. I looked it up. Speedrunners do have a strategy. Thank you for not sharing it with me. I would love to know it. The temptation is high, but I want to try to hold out. As agonizing as that may be for all of us. You're the comedian in the family. I have quite a few jokesters in my family. I think I'm probably one of the worst culprits of the joke cracking, but I'm definitely not alone. My old man has been known to make some wicked bad jokes from time to time. And some amazing ones. Dad jokes, yep. You know it. I wasn't going to spoil, but I figured I'd let you know. This wasn't totally an insane endeavor. I trusted you wouldn't, Cleric, but I mean, I still, you know, want to show my gratitude. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a way. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to figure it out. It seems I have better luck getting past the second half of the push blocks than I do the first half, but I mean nothing in that area is guaranteed, so who can really say? This guy is too tough. Too tough. And so is his brother. Okay. Oh, there he is. I thought he despawned. I was gonna say there's usually two guys here. There was only one. He was there. He was just sort of waiting in the weeds. Okay, endless jump kicks. Endless jump kicks. Come on down to Frownie's House of Jump Kicks. It's the only item on the menu. That's it's dumb, but that's extra amusing to me because the Agent Frownie character doesn't actually have legs. Frownie's House of Jump Kicks sells spicy pancakes. If I ever create my own breed of spicy pepper, I'll call it the Jump Kick Pepper. Capsaicin oil in the pancake mix. Oh, man. Oh, those would be some gnarly pancakes. Might be pretty good. I kind of like spicy and sweet things together. Like when they have like the spicy pepper, like chocolate bars. I kind of like those. Um, there's a room with 4 corners with a box in the middle. There's the... What? I don't know, Derek. I think you might be about to upset some people. Oh no. You picture a really posh waiter walking around with menus. Well, you have the jumps or the kicks? Both. Oh, I lost a life I can't afford to lose. I should ask my sister. My sister is a blonde. I should ask her. I don't know if anyone ever made any dumb blonde jokes about her. I don't remember anyone ever doing it. But, you know, I wasn't around 24/7 either, so I'm curious. How about we cool it with the jokes about people with certain physiological features? I get that they're not meant to be taken seriously, and I don't sense any malice or ill will, but at the same time, some people can't take that kind of stuff. So why don't we drop that kind of humor, please? In reference to to my dad making bad jokes. So one of my I like horror movies, but I tend to like older horror movies, and even when I was a child, when I was real young, I wasn't allowed to watch a whole lot of horror movies. Because my parents were, they were careful of what kind of content they showed me and whatnot. But I don't remember how young I was, but I was really young, definitely too young for it. And one night, my parents were watching Return of the Living Dead, which is a horror comedy, but I mean, it's still like, it can be it can be quite disturbing in places, and it was a TV edit. So if you're familiar with the movie, you may know that there's some stuff that's definitely not appropriate for a small child, but it was on television, so some of the worst stuff was edited out. But even then, I was too young to be watching a scary movie, and they let me watch it with them anyway, though, for whatever reason. I guess because they were more focused on the comedy than the horror. But I was so terrified. Like, the whole movie had me, like, white knuckle gripping my seat because it was so scary to me. But even so, like, the whole time, my dad kept making jokes about the movie. And some of his jokes that he made during the movie are fond memories of mine. Like, there's a scene where they capture one of the zombies and they're interrogating it. And in this universe, zombies eat brains. Specifically, they eat human brains. And they're interrogating the zombie and asking why. Why do you eat brains? And the zombie says, it's the only thing that takes away the pain. And he says, pain? What pain? And he says, the pain of being dead. And my dad looks at me and he goes, oh, the brains in Spain make the pain go away. And that rhyme has always just stuck with me and cracks me up. So it's genetic. And then later on in the movie, there's some police officers that are walking around like out in the spooky woods, and I mean, you know they're not going to live very long. But my dad looks at me and he says, "Oh, don't worry about them. They're going to be okay. Everyone knows cops don't have any brains." And I said to my dad, I said, because my dad was a police officer, and I said, Dad, you're a cop. You're a cop. And he looked at me and he goes, You would be correct. You've never seen it, but you've seen some clips. I like Return of the Living Dead. It's an interesting movie. It's a weird movie. It's kind of I don't know. It takes place in Kentucky, too. Like Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. I actually don't know that I've seen all of the original Dawn of the Dead. I think I've only seen the remake all the way through. Leave me alone, guy. No, I'm dead. I have died there. I have died there so many times. I'm always like, I want to get away from that guy on the I want to get away from that guy on the platform, and so I rush to the elevator, and I miss my chance to jump when I rush, and I end up doing the same thing. I end up doing the same thing again and again. All right, I'm gonna give it one more shot tonight. This is gonna be our last try for tonight, and then we're gonna switch over to Donkey Kong. That's Dark Souls levels of unfortunate death. It's the worst part about it. The worst part about it is how many times I've done it repeatedly. If you play Dark Souls, you know. I'm gonna do Dark Souls someday. I have it. I've never played it. I have it for the Switch, so some night, sometime, we'll eventually get to it. Just it's not gonna be immediately, because I just started Harry Potter. And tomorrow, I'm going to start Super Metroid. And both of those I expect to take a while, so... I don't know, well, let's see, I've got Donkey Kong, too. Like, I've got so many games that are not, like, one-off kind of games, currently, that I'm juggling. I don't want to start too many things and not be able to finish things. And already I feel like I'm a little bit up to my neck in games that require multiple like nights to get through. And I have a lot of games like this, like Double Dragon here, which should be a one-off, and that I should be able to beat in like a small window of time on one night, but because I'm so bad at it, it goes on forever and ever. You liked it on Switch a lot. Super Metroid is great but long. That's how you feel always. Yeah, I like a game. I feel like about 10 hours is sort of my sweet spot for video games. Like, I tend to not... I don't really like games that go on for forever and ever and ever. I don't know, it's mixed. It's mixed. Games that are like that have, you know, like, thousands of hours of content and stuff like that, I kind of like them, but at the same... on the same token, I don't play them the way they're intended. Like Skyrim. I played tons of Skyrim, had lots of fun with it. I have no idea what the main plot to Skyrim is because I never completed any of the main storyline missions. At some point, they told me I was supposed to go, like, meet some wizards on top of a mountain, and that's where the main storyline ended for me, because I never went... or, like, sages or something, I don't know. I never went up to the mountain. I never met... I think they were called the Greybeards? I don't know. I never went up the mountain. I never met them. I spent hundreds of hours wandering around, collecting an endless amount of inventory I could not carry. It had a great time, but yeah, games like that, if the game is too big, I'll just get lost in it and I'll never make any progress. So a game that's like 10 hours long is really appealing to me. I feel like that's the right length. There are some exceptions. Like, that's why Breath of the Wild, I think, works really well for me. Is, it's a big open world with tons of things to do. But, like, a lot of people complain about how the main story of that game is so sparse. But I think that actually works to my benefit. Because there wasn't, you know, hours and hours and hours of main story. I was actually able to get through it. And I mean, it's a Zelda game, so I was probably gonna get through it anyway. To be fair. You know what? I'm gonna fight this guy. I've got the health. Let's fight him. Now he's all confused. You can make that game as long or as short as you want. It's nice. Still need to beat Breath of the Wild. I had a great time with Breath of the Wild. A great time. Open world games are your favorite. See, that's the thing. I like open world games. I mean, I have a lot of fun with them, but I don't know that I can call them my favorite type of game because I don't because I don't really experience the game so much as, you know, or at least not the way I think I'm intended to. Same thing with Oblivion. I didn't play as much of Oblivion, but I did play a lot of it, and did the same thing. I got no idea what the story to Oblivion is. Cyberpunk 3 is really good. You bought Fallout 4 on release day, and you've never finished it. Yeah, I have a couple of the Fallout games on Steam. I've never played them because I don't do PC games. There was a brief time period where I thought I might get into PC gaming. And so, like everyone, I've got a Steam account, and it's got, like, you know, like 400 games in it that I bought for nickels and dimes. But I've never played, and I realize more and more, probably never will. Maybe, just maybe, if the Valve Switch turns out to be something worthwhile, maybe I'll attack some of the games in my Steam library. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for it. Watch Dogs is one of your favorite open world series. Fallout is very long too. Hey, Derek, thank you for the pistachios. Much appreciated. It's less the length and more. I just don't particularly enjoy playing violent games anymore. So I've just got no interest in finishing it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever been attracted to super violent games. I mean if you think about it, like all the games I play kind of have a lot of violence in them. Like I mean this is a punch 'em up kind of game. Yoshi and Kirby are consuming their enemies. That's pretty gruesome if you think about it too much, but no, games that revel in like realistic portrayals of violence, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think those kind of games are for me. I opened a I opened a pistachio. I opened a pistachio shell and there was no pistachio inside. It was just the shell. I got cheated. Manhunt and Manhunt 2 are very mature, but I like them. Yeah, I see. I don't think those are games that I could get into. They might be fun, but I don't think they're for me. That's also why like I have to be I don't know, I feel like sort of my go-to answer for like what kind of movies I like is that I say that I like horror movies, but I feel like more and more that's kind of untrue in a way because I don't really want to watch movies that are like exceedingly graphic and stuff. Oh, big guys. I look at it this way: it's all fake, and as long as you're not taking it too serious, go for it. I mean, I'm not saying I have any problem with anyone else playing those kind of things. I'm just saying that I'm not particularly interested in them. That being said, I'm a wall of contradictions. I did get really into the Friday the 13th video game a couple years ago, and that one's got some pretty gruesome and graphic stuff in it, just for the sake of being gruesome and graphic. But I also thought it was a lot of fun, to play a virtual game of hide and seek in an extremely glitchy world. Hello, 5 Foot Giant. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Have a very open-minded dad, and just sort of agreed with him, or I get where he's coming from. So we're taking one more stab at Double Dragon, and then we're gonna switch gears to Donkey Kong for a while. Oops. Alright. These stones cause me so much trouble, too. Run. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I called them out, and they behaved perfectly. That's what I want the stones to do every time. Okay, well, we're almost there. How many lives do you think the push blocks are gonna steal from me this time? Oh no. That actually worked out quite well for me, being knocked off that platform. Okay, 194, maybe not the optimal time to run across. But hey, at least we made it. Whoa. Even if these guys kill me, I think this is a checkpoint, so... What? Did he just push me off of him? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Man, these guys are tough. No. Like a ghost, I'm living on with no health. Oh, never mind. Never mind. All right, this is it. We're going into only jump kicks mode. Messing around with real attacks is causing me nothing but trouble and heartache. Yeah, it only takes about 4 hours to take a guy out with only jump kicks. And even then, I'm not particularly great at it. I think these guys might have as much health as the big guys from the previous stage. They sure seem to hang in here a while. Oh, thank goodness, there's only one left. Okay, back to some real moves. Now that we're one-on-one again. See you later, big guy. Don't you knock me off that edge. Don't you do it. Well, here we are again. I feel like enemies of the same type do seem to get more capable when you meet them in later levels. Like this guy. This guy, like, he's like the first enemy in the game. But then every time you encounter him, he's like more and more capable. No! Meanwhile, I'm less and less capable. I keep messing up all of my jumps. You instantly lose a life. I was watching another streamer who was working on Super Ghouls and Ghost Deathless, like I've been. And he was having a joke with his chat, or they were accusing him of purposely tanking his own runs to stretch out the content. And there are times when I feel like people who view my stream must be thinking that that's what I'm doing, because how could he possibly be this dumb? How could he possibly make the same mistake in the same place so many times if it's not on purpose? Those emotes look great together. It's probably... It can't be your intention. It can't be your intention. I'm gonna move my... I hate doing this. I'm gonna move my camera. I'm gonna see if I can show you this on my computer screen. In the chat. Look at how those emotes lined up. Skeletor's got legs. Oh... Now I have to fiddle with my camera for an hour. Those games are so hard, I buy it. Well, you don't have to worry. I've got hundreds of games. I have no need to... I don't need to sandbag my own runs. I'm not going to run out of games to play. And even if I did, I play games... I repeat the same game fairly often. I like to play what I like to play. I had no problems playing the same game again on stream. We're finally somewhere new. Can you believe it? I only have this one life to make it through whatever's in here. It's so refreshing. What? I wanted to play the one on Switch. I never got into He-Man Match. I wanted to play the one on Switch, but after I saw you play it, I was like, oh boy. I never played a He-Man game that I'm aware of. You can do it? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, double big guy fight again, huh? Can I knock him off the edge? Can I lure him to the edge and knock him off? That would be nice. It kind of looks like there's an edge down there, right? Or to the side? Oh no. There's an invisible wall, it seems like. Oh, the Ghouls and Ghosts game you meant. It's you have to be for any games in the Ghosts and Goblins series, you have to be a certain kind of masochist to enjoy them, I think. You have to have a very high tolerance for repetition and suffering. And like when I get determined in a game, I feel like I have an extraordinary high threshold for repetition. So much so that I'm often like I purposely try not to grind at the same thing on stream just because I don't want to put the people viewing the stream through it. But sometimes I can't fight those instincts. Like when I played Ninja Gaiden for like 6 hours in a row. My goodness, we're just having an enemy rush here. Everybody's showing up. It's a roll call. We're replaying all the greatest hits. So this might be the end. This might be the end of the game. It's feeling very end of the game to me. Unfortunately, it's about to be the end of my game too, because I'm running out of health. What? Does this guy have a gun? What? Oh, can I knock him down and pick it up? I'm dead. I'm dead. He killed me with his gun. What? Oh. He brought a gun to a kick fight. What a jerk. That's not very sportsmanlike. That's all I gotta say. Well, that's gonna do it for Double Dragon tonight, my friends. We got further than we've ever been. We've got further than we've ever been, but I've been playing this also now for a lot longer than I'd planned to. I still have 2 other games to get to tonight. But we did make progress. We saw something new, and we got to what I think is the last area of the game. That guy might even be the last boss. I mean, it's kind of, if he is, it's kind of irritating to me that the last boss in a hand-to-hand combat themed game is a guy with a gun. Like, that seems really obnoxious. But I mean, I don't know. Or who knows? There could be more. Like there could be 100 more guys that flood out after that guy. I haven't beat it, so I don't know. Lots of progress. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got further than we've ever been. So who knows? Maybe next time or the time after that we'll finally do it. And I will pick it up again. This one is like Turtles and Earthworm Jim's, kind of fallen into the unannounced category. Like these games, I don't really expect them to show up on the schedule. I expect them to be the games I pick up when I've got extra time on a stream, like if I start early or if I'm showing up in the afternoon. So I don't know when we'll see it again, but we certainly will. But that's enough of this. I'm going to step away from the computer for just a moment. I'm not taking a BRB or anything. But I got to step away to get the console switched over, and we'll move on to Donkey Kong Country 2. We'll try and make some progress in that tonight. We'll play it for like 2 hours or so, and then we'll after that we'll switch over to Harry Potter for the rest of the stream. So thanks for being here for this, and if you want to hang around for more of the stream, that's coming up very shortly, my friends.